This is Tim reporting from Alaska. It ain't even slick out. It ain't even drift. Look at them eyeballs.
Oh gosh, whoa.
I'd probably eat better at a Chevy garage.
Oh my God. Don't judge us, there's only one headlight working.
What's going on, everybody? It's another day in the shop. It never ends. If you want to stay on those projects, there's things you can always be doing. That's what we try to preach here. Stay motivated, stay on it, do things. So it's cold outside, calling for more snow. I got the wood stove cranking. I got the ready heater behind me to bring it up to temp. We got the frame going pretty good. Now it's still Wednesday. You've already watched this video, hopefully. Like, subscribe, and share if you like what you see. And I pretty much got the bottom of the frame done. I still need to flip it over, finish welding some stuff. But with it being upside down, there's some things that we can absolutely get to right now with a paint brush, roller, that we'll have a harder time getting to later. You get what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to be doing, a little bit of that. We got the rear end in here for Jitty Junkin, the floater 373. And you see it on the last video. I shaved the shock brackets off. Just taking wire wheel to it. And we just try to keep up, because this is what's going on today. 6-inch lift spring for the van. I've already worked on the other one, the wheel of death. And Daryl, great, get you one of these, but make sure you wear every piece of protective clothing you have, because that thing will grab and come at you. I've got wounds on my stomach. So we have 6-inch front springs for the van. That's coming up. This is some prep work for that. You're going to see that. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. The front end for that's in here. 6-inch front springs. I bought them used off Doug Mail. They need painted. I got this 205 divorced forward side drop, driver side drop, 205 cast iron, MP 205. I got this off a friend of mine, Dewey West, lives a couple miles away. 5-6 years ago, I went and looked at a truck sitting in the woods, half-ton Ford, no body. This transfer case was sitting on it, still on its original cross member. A few months ago, me and Dewey talked, and he brought it over here. It's still, everything in it's good. I drained the fluid. It's pretty black fluid. It spins over freely. And what we're going to do with this is it's going in the big blue flatbed Chevy that's going to have a Cummins in it. I went and got Dana 60 Super Duty front axle for that truck. It's outside. Everything's sitting in the snow. I can't work on that truck because it's outside comfortably, but I can work on this. And my intentions with this is I'm putting a Super Duty 06 front axle in that truck with coil springs, coilovers, whatever we can afford, with a Cummins, with a stick shift. And my plan is to use this and mount it. And then I can control my drive shaft angles. I can have all that done. I don't even have to have the motor and trans, but I can have the transfer case mounted. And then I can have my rear drive shaft made, my front drive shaft made. And then when I get my motor and trans in, then I can make a little stub shaft to go to this. There'll be the third drive shaft that goes from your 2-wheel drive transmission to your divorce case. So I've already worked on some of this. I just stood it up on its end. I'm going to take the wheel of death. I'm still loving these Bauer. This is the same one I got. I went and got the deal last year with 2 batteries, a charger, and this, and I love it. I even got a light and stuff. They're just as good as the other red brand. We're going to clean this up, and we're going to wipe off the bottom side. We're not going to get too involved on the frame. What we're going to do is we're going to paint this, and we're going to paint these springs, the bottoms of them, and then we'll take what we have left over and work on the frame. Everybody asks me what I use. This is what I use. Magic. Tractor and truck and implement exterior oil-based enamel. Oil-based enamel. You get this on you, it takes gasoline to get it off of you. That's what they mean by oil-based. Now, to increase hardness and shine, I run catalyst hardener. Now, it don't say how much. Well, it does. It says increases gloss, increases hardness, reduces dry time. That may not be. We might put that in front of the heater. I only have this quart So we hope to get the transfer case. We're just doing work, right? We're killing time during the snowstorm. Let's get at it. Where's me some glasses? All right. Cleaning the shop is the hardest thing to do. You just got to constantly stay on it when you're doing projects like this. I have a whole trash can full of stuff I swept up from grinding. So get in the zone. Oh. See? The wheel of death. Just that fast it grabbed me. Unscathed. Now, that's real, dude. What happened there? I don't know. These things are scary. Do not give these to a kid. Gotta stay back. Wheel of death. You seen it right there. It had me. I won't run that on electric grinder because electric grinder wouldn't have stopped like that. It would have just ate me up. So be careful. Woo! Got died. This is dangerous, man. You see it about kill me. So be careful. We're not going to get too serious about that stuff. It's suspension parts. Most people powder coat them and all that, but we're not worried about that. We if they look bad, we'll just take it back out and paint them again. So I already went over the stuff on the frame a little bit. We're not worried about that either. We're going to take that into the woods. So we want it to look good while we build it, you know. Let's just face the facts that we're probably going to go tear ass in it. So do a good job. Don't chase perfection because that's virtually impossible. I could point out mistakes on every truck you ever seen in your life. So build it to please yourself. Invest in a sandblaster so you don't have to use the wheel of death. There's way better methods, but I'm a caveman. Sometimes I'm like trying to inspire people to get up and use less tools and get more work done, but shit, man. I seen Bellows has this laser that just burns the rust right off. And then everybody's got plasma table. Hopefully we'll get there sometime. We'll just keep building stuff with our own two hands. Woo! So, all right, I'm gonna warm it up in here. Get my paint going, get my stuff out, wipe it down a little bit. I got some mineral spirits and some towels. We'll give it a little bit of respectable wipe down. And then we're just going to paint this stuff, okay? We're not going to worry too much about it. We're going to start painting. Be right back. All right, we're about to get scientific on this channel. That's why you're here, for the science. Go down to your local tractor store, head on to the back, get that shiny black. Got me a little gummed up stirring white wheel here, little paddle. This stuff may not be any good. It may have done catalyzed. Might have more. Might not. If not, we won't have the hardener. Oh, she's good. Pour it in there, sir. Watch this. That's about perfect. Now the only reason I did that is because I'm going to use all of that. If you did that to a gallon, you will waste it. Got my last 2 rubber gloves here. Trick to getting your gloves on, blow in them. I got it as warm as I can get it in here. I've been running the heater pretty hard, and got the wood stove cooking right here. Got me a little brush here. I buy cheap brushes whenever I'm at the store. I just get some cheap ones that I can throw away. I'm not even going to open this up because this thing works so good, turns freely. The fluid looked impressive when it come out. I didn't know what kind of shape this would be in for sitting as long as it did, and don't have no idea what kind of life it led before I got it. So, thankfully it just turns over. Seems to be in good working order, so it's worthy of a $10 paint job in my opinion. This cast iron will just soak this stuff up. Don't know why they didn't paint them from the factory. Guess this was a place to save money. They never think they would last that long, or just straight up didn't care, I think, is what it boils down to. It's like, why don't they paint drive shafts? I've never understood that. Now they're aluminum, but for years they weren't, so don't know why they won't throw a little bit of paint on something as it's going down the assembly line. I'm going to be replacing all 3 of the yokes, so I'm not going to worry about painting those. And I'm not worried about it being perfect. I just figure it's worth it while it's out, while it's sitting here and accessible. We already got the paint going, garage warmed up, paint it. Take pride in it. There's way better prep work and all that stuff, but you can get caught up in trying to be perfect, or you can just go for it. Save that perfection for TV shows. They ain't perfect either. Half the time they don't even know what they're doing. Half your heroes can't even work on cars. That's wild, isn't it? Half your car hero guys can't even work on cars. He's not very mechanical. Why? It's not that hard. I'm not a painter. Here I am. This is one of those transfer cases that if you needed it, you wouldn't be able to find it. If you did find it, it would be $600. If you didn't need it, you're going to see them, and they're going to be $300. David Newbern had one for sale the other day, $300, this exact case. And that was a deal. I wish that guy lived closer. I would have loved to meet him and went and bought that from him. If it's oil based, you should be able to paint right over oil. It's my theory. Now, once it dries, I'll flip it over, paint the other side. That didn't take long. We are also painting these 6-inch front springs while we're here. Spray paint's good, but spray paint will not last at all. You know it. Everyone knows it. This may be streaky, but at least it'll last. I don't know why I bounce around so bad when I paint, but I do. So I'm always looking for used parts because people buy stuff and they never use it, or it didn't go bad. So when you can find it, you find it. And Doug Mail had these front springs over there, and I bought the springs for Dick Banjo while I was there. So that was pretty good. I wasn't going to paint over the daggone tag, but it's already messed up. So give her some paint. We know what it is. Clean that baby up. All right. I'm just going to keep on doing this for a little while. I'll be back in a minute. All right. First coat. I didn't get the bottom very good, but we'll let those sit there for all night, really. Let them cure up. And the transfer case, we'll have to flip it over and paint it later. A lot of the stuff I want to paint on this frame, nooks and crannies, stuff that I really can't get to later that easy, down in there. And this basically this whole front cross member. And we're just going to kind of hit the bottom. I still have work to do on the sides, so I'm not going to put any paint on the sides other than just maybe whatever comes down around the corner. And then we're not going to put paint anywhere that will hinder us later. So let me grab the paint. Can really get in all those tight nooks and crannies with a brush. Places that your spray nozzle may not get. You may have some runs and stuff, but you're going to get better coverage. Use a roller on the flat spots, but obviously a paint sprayer in a booth is going to be your best finished product, but we don't have that. We make do with what we got. That ain't a lot. I probably messed up by putting the hardener in there. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that, because I'm not going to be able to use it all. All right, I'm just going to hit the parts that I know is done. I'm going to try to get as much of this done back here as I can. My phone's dying, so I just want to explain what I'm going to try to black all this out. Try to get as much done as I can while I got the paint out. This is Tim reporting from Alaska. We all know that will it start and cold start videos are completely overdone on the internet. That being said, let's add one more. Will it start? I doubt it. Been too cold to even put our new boxes on. All those boxes are coming off. These boxes will go all the way up to the stacks, and then the inside will be open so we can carry more stuff. Can't go nowhere. I ain't driving it in salt, but I just wanted to fire it up, put a little life into it. There she is. Seems like it starts a lot better since I adjusted the valves. All right, it's Thursday, freezing out. We're back in the garage. Last night was Wednesday. I was in here painting. You just seen that? You was probably watching last Wednesday's video while I was painting. I'm usually in the garage when they premiere. Someday I'm going to go to the house and I'm going to be viral, and this will be easy. But for now, we're just having fun. Got the frame painted, flipped it over with the cherry picker. I just used the same method I used to flip it over the first time. That way I didn't have to open the doors, let the hot air out. But not going to do much tonight because all I do is work on these things, but I have to stay motivated. So what I am going to do is roll the rear end under there, drop it down, put the center pins in. I had 2-inch blocks for mock-up, and it was sky high in the back. The front kind of dictates ride height, the amount of coilovers we run, and that'll where we set our pinion angle and the height. Everything else will kind of flow with that. We build off of that. Compressed weight of drivetrains helps. So I know the 2-inch block was too much. So I'm going to put it together with no block. I got the U-bolts. I might have to cut them a little bit, but I'm going to leave enough U-bolt to where I can put a 1-inch block back in if I need to. I'm just not going to cut them all the way off. That would be dumb. I just had them made. That's why I put the 2-inch block in anyway, just because I didn't want to cut them, because I just spent $75 that day on making them. But that pain's gone, so now I can cut them. Let's slow her down. This cold weather, even though I'm trying to keep the shop heated, it's hard on these phones to be out here filming. So let's try to get this done. I'm gonna go eat Mexican tonight, so I'm motivated. It's pretty simple, you know, just lower. This is stuff anyone can do in their garage. Start young. All right, here we are. Had a little visitor. My buddy Steve stopped by, so we shot the shit for a minute. Here it is. Got the center pins in the pads. Got the U-bolts. They need a little more cut off. I'll cut them off nice and even. Take the nuts up through there, deburr them, clean them up in case we ever got to pull it apart. But I was going to explain earlier why I'm not running a rear block, because I'm going to have the front lifted, and really in a Chevy square body, if you lift the front, you gotta lift the back. Well, the reason that is for sure gotta happen is because those frames are tall in the front, then they dip down, and then they dip up again and go back. This frame really don't do that. It's only got 1.5 inches at best raised in it, which actually is useless. It's not even close to touching. So we're gonna try to just run springs in the back, no blocks. I don't have nothing wrong with blocks in the back. I made a post on Facebook the other day and said, if you run blocks, and I shared a picture of a front axle, and I said, if you lift vehicles like this, you're going to die. And everybody attacked me and said, I got blocks in my truck. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know nothing about trucks. I read your comments. You're stupid. There's never been a truck in the history of the world that came off the assembly line with a lift block in the front axle. I'll bet everything I have on that. And almost every truck had a lift block in the rear. And I made the comment, every truck has a lift block in the rear, and this 17-year-old kid blasted me, said I was an idiot, didn't know what I was talking about, but they couldn't read. It was a front axle. That's what we were talking about. You don't run blocks in your front axle, because when you hit the brakes hard, your axle wraps back underneath your vehicle, and it causes the rear to want to buck up over top of you. It tries to do a front flip. And anyone that tells you that you're wrong when you're arguing about something like that, they're not even worth justifying the time to even talk to. So I just go on. But enough of that. Coilovers in the front of this. No blocks in that. No blocks in the back unless we need to adjust ride height. That's when I'll do it. I got a little bit of U-bolt left, but we got a little bit of welding left to do and clean up. I know I shouldn't have painted it. I know it wasn't ready, but I got a lot of underneath of it painted, stuff that you wouldn't be able to really get to as easy this way. So let's finish this up this weekend. And I'd say by the end of this video, I will have a completely finished frame. We got to get the front axle in here, and it needs its own amount of attention. Deburn it, wire wheeling it up, and then we can get it back under there. We're going to start off with from the chassis down. Everything will be black. All the lines will be new. Fuel lines will be new. Everything will be new. This will basically be a new truck with used everything. Does that make sense? All right, I'm gonna go eat Mexican. We'll catch you fools tomorrow.
It's cold and snowing. We're heading to the barn on a Friday night. Tim's about to come down the hill in the army truck. I'm gonna flip this camera around and try to catch it when he's coming down. Don't judge us, there's only one headlight working. Man, think about how cold that water is. Well, fountain's still going strong. Dick Banjo's over there, perched up under his little gazebo. Everything's getting even more snow covered. They're saying we're getting 5 more inches on top of the 7.5 that we already got. So we're over here freezing our tails off, working away, wishing for warmer weather. Wishing we were down south with all of our friends in Florida. Hoping that they're enjoying all the shows going on, because there ain't nothing happening around here but this white stuff. Look at the poor old bike. I looked over here to see this site and I said, what happened? Did you have an explosion?
It's a fridge, you plug it in, this is what it does.
It blew the top off, you guys. Look,
Perfect.
I bought him that little tiny mini fridge to keep some sodas in here so he didn't have to go to the barn fridge in the other side while it was cold, and it's exploded one.
It's nasty.
It is snowing so hard right
These guys
now.
are down there getting firewood.
They've been
in
out
that
there.
box fan.
They've been out there forever.
They're probably stuck.
Oh my gosh.
That's
It's crazy. It's crazy out there, you guys.
You know what they say? Keep on grinding.
That's what you do.
They didn't know how relevant that saying was, I guess. 'Cause that's all I feel like I do is grind. You're in the shop tonight. Jackie says, I don't know what other people do on Saturday nights, but this is what we do on Saturday nights, she said. This is what we do Friday nights.
Yeah?
Did I sound like her?
No.
I don't know why I always have like this, when I'm talking in somebody else, when I'm phrasing,
Yeah.
I got a weird voice. When I do you, it's like, hey.
You make me sound like Trailer Park Tammy. I hate when you impersonate me of any kind. Hate it.
What does she sound like?
Like you. Go ahead and impersonate me and you'll know what she sounds like. What are you looking
Because
at?
Brianna must have to go take care of her horses.
Oh my.
That truck's got a snowplow bracket on it.
Wow.
What I forgot to say? It's Friday. Here we are. It's Friday. Keep on grinding. I guess we're cutting. It's got that big lip in it right there. Let me take that out.
I was wondering what you were going to do with that.
They had them on the bottom and I couldn't really do much with them right here. I welded them in, but that's a big one and there ain't one over here. Watch this, watch this. Oh, loosens it. That's Tim trick. Used to, you always had your little tool.
Yeah.
Always lose that stupid thing.
Yeah.
And I keep them, I don't tighten them very tight. You don't have to tighten them very tight. They spin the opposite way. Well, they don't spin the opposite way, but they spin in the way that they keep the nut tight. Snow day. Kids got the day off today. Okay, we live in Warren County, Ohio. And you know, you're always like, back in my day. Well, me and Jennifer are in our 40s, and our kids are 5 to 16. So when we talk about 30 years ago, you know, they're like, it's a whole nother world.
Don't even make sense to them.
When we were kids, 30 years ago was 1950 and 1955. So I told her that the other day. I was like, man, we're like a whole nother planet compared to these kids. But they let them out of school. Well, at first, they said 2-hour early dismissal.
This was yesterday.
Yeah, started yesterday. They said we're going to get some snow today, starting at noon. So they said they can get out 2 hours early. And then at 9 o'clock at night, they said, nope, school's canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, if everybody started planning, now they got to replan.
Right.
And then it didn't start snowing until 4 o'clock.
It's true.
And it's snowing like crazy.
The kids would both have already been home. All of them have been home.
Yeah, yeah. That builds weak people.
Well,
A whole community of people got off.
they did.
I put the big 6-inch on there so I could reach it. Couple of useless rivets in the way from the old cross member. They don't do nothing. All right. Now, all 1/4 inch on the inside, all 1/4 inch wall on the cross members, winch plate, 1/4 inch wall. Friend stopped by last night and said, why are you putting your winch in the back? And I guess I haven't said that I plan on a winch in the front and the back. I just built that because I was there. It strengthens the back. It all ties in. Winch on the front and back. Will we ever use them? Who knows? But up front we'll have another plate because the bottom of the grills are expensive. 1940 Chevy grill's hard to find. They're $850 on eBay if you can find one. That grill's alright except the bottom 2 bars. So we'll probably do some modifications down there and have the winch up behind the grill, sticking out the front. Sport utility vehicle. Alright. We're going to fire up the old welder. See how I cut that right there? The reason I put that, I've described this before, but it's in a different video. See this? Your hub? Like, so right there, it was bigger, like it was 6-inch. So I go down through there like that, and it also cleans my welding area. You want a gap. Don't really want it that tight. You want a gap like that. So what I'll probably do is I'll stick a wedge in there, get this gap opened up, work my way back. Then this I'll probably just fill it in with weld. You know what I mean?
Sounds good.
Are you cold?
No?
Get around stuff you're building. They're like looking at your welds like this. How you been doing, Tim? Pretty good, you know. And they just want to see if they can find anything messed up.
I don't know why people are like that, but
Dude,
they are. But they are. I know. I've witnessed.
You can get on the electrician's page on Facebook, and somebody will show something that's perfectly up to code. There'll be 400 comments different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, in Massachusetts,
Okay.
statement B24, part 2 of the revised code says you gotta have 17 ground rods. And then they'll be arguing. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. And if people get offended at what I'm gonna say, I'm one too. Electricians are the geekiest people ever born. Other than real geeks, like Revenge of the Nerd geeks, toboggans throw everything off, man. I should just look away.
Oh gosh.
I'm poking fun whenever I say dry humor stuff, and I say it like a jerk. When I say it, like, should weld with no helmet. But I'm like, that's my way of making a funny joke. So I think some people probably get offended by my little funny jokes sometimes, but I don't mean nothing by it. Know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like people who weld in tennis shoes. How serious are you, buddy? Son, how long you been welding? Not very long. So now I'm gonna let that hit that, baby. Did you hear it fuse out?
Yeah.
Some grease underneath there, probably. I won't bore you with the whole thing, but I like a little crack. That didn't sound terrifically good.
I know. I thought that. I
There's
thought.
so many different types of crack.
I know.
We got some contamination. We got some trailer park contamination. She's going to be strong. I'm going to take a piece of 1/4 inch, 2 holes, and a strip. Then we're going to bend a piece of pipe that goes over and connects these together. This is where all your compression will be from your coilovers when you ramp it.
Yeah.
King of the hammers. That'll never hold. See, now that got bigger. That got a little bigger than I like. I could weld that, but there's really no point. If I could pull it in a little bit. Pull it in, damn it!
How's it going?
I was just running. I was running bead in there while you was outside seeing who was driving around, and I was thinking about that young kid that asked me how long you've been welding. And as I was going, I thought, about 16 foot. Next time they say, how long you been welding? 16 foot times 4, so 64 feet of weld on this thing. It's probably not 16 foot. It's probably 15. That's hot. I do run my welder on the edge of capabilities, so I mean it's only a 140 Hobart, and they say 1/4 inch is your max, which is what we're welding. But it does all right. Big banjo's still holding together. I need a new tip. I need a new cover here. If it gets gummed up, you can't let your shielding gas go around it.
Mm-hmm.
The gas comes out of these holes up here around. They're supposed to shield the contaminants from ruining your weld. Well, this 1940 frame, maybe it's just me. I'm not making excuses, but new steel welds oddly to old steel.
Oh, probably,
does that
yeah.
make any sense?
I'm sure it does.
Two different. Like this stuff's like porous, and if you look at like right here,
It's got to be different processes
it's not as
and
good-
everything.
It's not as good a steel as what we're adding to it. So it'll be all right.
All done?
Yeah, that's all the boxing. I gotta go back and clean it all up and everything.
That's
I
exciting.
mean, there'll be some other bracketry, but that's the boxing. I gotta finish welding that, This will be for a winch. This is a mess up, but a winch is 10 inches by 4 inches for the bolts. So I think I can cut that off. This is where the radiator goes. Get this in here, welded to that, tied in. It's just something to do now. We aren't like serious off-roaders because we don't have serious off-road vehicle. Last time I took you off-road and I went to jail.
Oh, God.
Remember that?
How could I forget?
You'd come get me?
Yeah. Could never forget. I should throw that mugshot in there for him.
All right.
Oh,
So,
well, that's going to wrap it up for the work in this video. We're going to try to do some fun stuff tomorrow to throw in here for you guys.
I've been working on parts for other trucks, and I've been working on this truck, and look at that mess.
Oh, I did. I showed
Put
them.
that in here, ball.
Thawing.
Yeah. So Wyatt throws all the big pieces in, trying to hurry up and get done.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're down to a whole bunch of little pieces.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see.
Sometimes you got to rearrange the help. They're all putting more. Well, Jay has his own job, but Wyatt wants to help and make money, and then Sammy.
Now thinks
he
that
wants to do
he,
some stuff.
as soon as he picks his room up, he thinks you owe him money.
He said
It's a real bad pickup
He
too.
said I cleaned my room for Bubby, and you didn't even pay me.
And he's a real bad cleaner, you guys. It's
share
not
a room.
good.
They share a room because Jay's only
Here part-time.
yeah. So yeah, a 5-year-old and a 16-year-old share.
It's comical.
Sammy uses everything for bunkers because he's in war zone now. He's in the
Army men.
and medieval.
Yeah.
So everything's a war zone.
Jay's mad about stepping on the Army men. It's
6:30 on a
comical.
Friday night. We're gonna wrap up the garage work.
We're gonna go live tonight, 9:30. So hopefully you guys catch it.
I bit my tongue. Hopefully I can talk.
Oh gosh, and you got a sore throat.
I think I have a sore throat because I bit my tongue. I had a massive chocolate chip cookie in my mouth and bit the sweet part of your tongue.
My mom's trying to make us fat with all this snow sending stuff up to the house. All right, well,
What do you think of it?
I love it. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm really excited. Let's go to the house and do some fun stuff tomorrow.
Big hitch pole for your Jenny Junkin sign.
Thank you.
I thought about it like a thing that slides in and take that one thing I got over there and cut it, and then put a crossbar with just a couple little hooks.
Yeah.
You can put your Jenny Junkin banners up when we have it places.
I like it.
You do?
I do. It is coming down out here, and I gotta walk over to the mailbox, and it's real dark, but I'm a real nerd, and I'm real excited for this. It's probably gonna get dark. I don't know if you'll be able to see me if I move away from this light. Oh my gosh. The snow is so deep. I'm a real nerd, and I'm real excited for this, but I finally bit the bullet and got our own postage scale so that we can do all of our shipping labels ourselves, so I don't have to wait at the post office and torture those poor ladies. Don't mind my hand. It's getting dark. I'm getting over here to the darkness. Torture those poor ladies with all of our packages going out. So before you can't see me anymore, wish me luck getting across this street over here. We'll be shipping packages straight from home before you know it.
The sound of the 80s.
Oh yeah.
We are the 80s.
We
Riding
are.
around in a lifted truck in the snow.
We are.
Since they red's lights on this thing, don't riverfront. They got so many signs you can't really drift it. Like, I was looking the other day, like I want to drift it.
Yeah, but they got them just positioned right.
It ain't even slick out. It ain't even drift. I can't even have no fun in this. Look, got wide open. God. Loggers.
Got it wide open. We're just putting along.
Can't even spin a tire. Had her first chance for her only rescue. Drove right by him. He had a hitch, but you need something to put in there and a good yank them. What's going on here?
What is going on here?
I like to walk in the boulder track.
He got us home, no problem. 2-wheel drive.
Oh yeah.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
I love driving in the snow. That's like one of my favorite things is going out for a night drive in the snow.
He put us in a lockout. I mean, I haven't even had a situation where I've needed to put it in 4-wheel drive. So
Well,
it's not hindering us.
it's not. We just had so much fun.
He's
Where are you taking us today?
Listen, I'm really more bummed out about missing out on the rat taxidermy than anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's sold out.
We didn't get our tickets for the rat taxidermy.
Went to the Extreme
I
Oddities.
can't take my sunglasses off.
Yeah, it's bright out.
If you have blue eyes, the sun will blind you. Like, it will make my eyes water and we can't go nowhere.
It don't really blind me because I don't have a soul, so you can't hurt me.
I'm a ginger. They say I wasn't even born with one.
Yeah, but I just
So, World Oddities Expo is where we're going. And then Tim doesn't know this yet, but we're going somewhere special for lunch afterwards. So, that's going to be a fun surprise too. It's close to where we're going to be, and there's no reason to go anywhere else. Wyatt's already agreed. So,
Oh shit! I've never heard of that.
wild. He thinks he's full of surprises in videos all the time.
Stay
but-
tuned for dead babies in barrels.
Oh my God, that's not what it's going to be.
Yeah.
There is for sure some weird stuff going on here. I don't know how much of this Tim and Wyatt can take, but I'm loving it. Tags. Creepy. Sammy just asked me what one was.
Yeah, I put business card in there for you for any questions. It has all of our socials, parent instructions, everything.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
That's what was in our kitchen. That's what was in our kitchen. Rabbit. My kids always say that they hate going places with me because I can't go anywhere without seeing someone I know. Hey, how are you? Oh my. One thing I loved about the show was all of the artwork. There was so much creativity and there was colors everywhere and there was just so much interesting stuff to see. So it's not just weird stuff. These were so beautiful, so many beautiful colors, and I could not believe right here where I'm about to show you, they had a bat. That was really neat too. I love bats. These are great. I love these. Wow.
It's your root beer, you mean?
Is it root beer?
Must be.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I'm getting one of those. That is wild. Oh my gosh, and the raccoon. Stop.
What kind of bone do you think that is?
Pelvic bone. Backbone, vertebrae. It's a vertebrae.
That's weird. Flowers, notes, and the key. Look at it.
What about it?
It's just a variety of stuff.
I know. I love it. That's a ferret, maybe.
I've had ducks.
Look, Charlie had one of these when we were kids, and I was so jealous.
What is it? A baby
Baby
shark?
shark. Kept it on the shelf in the living room. The whole cat.
Look, that's a whole cat.
Look at them eyeballs.
Oh gosh! Whoa!
Look at them eyeballs.
Wow. That's some wild stuff. I love it.
Look, Wyatt. Set of figures.
What I don't Okay.
The snake man.
Those are great. Touchdown, Jesus. These are perfect.
Is it the snake man?
Wild. Little horse, I think.
Right, yeah. It's strictly display.
Super soft.
Is that a pig?
Yeah, a baby pig.
No, that ain't no pig.
Yeah, it is. Look at its ear.
Oh no, I'm like, what is
I
It's
don't
a
know.
pig for sure.
that? Yeah, I think you're right. It's just a baby.
What is stuff up there? That is a hairy pig. That's
There's
a
a
warthog.
little horse over there in a jar, a mini horse in a jar. A heart of some sort.
Coyote heart. What makes somebody need a coyote heart?
I mean, I like this stuff. I think it's neat.
That's a
I know you think I'm weird for it. Hey, boyfriends with somebody that proud purchase.
Oh, yeah.
Is that real skin?
Plasma cutter, man.
That's
I thought
leather.
that was metal.
No.
That's creepy. That's creepy.
What kind of fur is that?
I don't know, man. Is that a little Bigfoot? I mean, what is
I don't know. It is like weird fur.
That's a Bigfoot.
A
Is that a
Bigfoot.
monkey? I don't know what that is.
I got the eyes
Holy moly. That hair looks some bitch. Inbred, dude. Yeah. Crossbred. Left to breed. Unintended. What these things are immediately killed. What is that supposed to be?
I don't really know.
Cyclops. I don't believe he's real. I don't believe the Cyclops horn Cyclops ain't real. These are all Cyclopses. That one was only born with half. In two pieces. Look at the little horse. That motherfucker looks like a creature from the lagoon. That one's got a dick on its head.
I think that's its tongue.
No, above his eye, it's a dick. Oh man, that's sweet. This is sick. You're right.
There's actually like a lot of controversy.
6 legs, 2 heads. They're cute though.
This is the scratch each other's backs.
had 2 bodies. And that one. That's wild.
That's actually pretty cute.
Dude, they're mentally retarded. Look at this guy. They're not like this.
Is that a little dog or a little deer?
I don't know. Oh my god.
No damage.
Nice. What was your opinion of our experience?
Well, single-handedly the most amount of fetuses I've ever been around. It's kind of neat. I'd have liked to have found a set of 4-foot wide longhorns, but I didn't.
Wyatt, what was your personal experience?
It was fine, I guess.
I loved it.
Stunk.
I picked Ford's Garage for us to have lunch because Tim's always wanted to go here, and we actually have 2 locations that are not far from our house. This one was in Westchester, and there's also another location in Norwood. I like to come back here when the weather's nicer so we can get some good pictures of Dick Banjo out front.
Drive shaft, water pump. This is cool. We had a car bear rack.
This place was so awesome. There was so much to see everywhere that you looked. I wish that we would have gotten a table further back in the restaurant so I could have gotten better images for you guys further back, but it was pretty busy and we were gonna wait for a minute, as you can see.
I like it.
Nice.
So light.
Is that good? You do, huh?
What do you say?
I said sport, it's unreliable. Probably won't make it home after I eat this.
Oh my god.
God, thank man.
Well, what'd you guys think of our lunch pick?
Wasn't too bad.
I thought it was really good. I had a brisket melt. They had bison burgers.
I had a bison burger.
It was a really neat place.
Felt like Kevin Costner in Dances with Wolves when his, huh?
You didn't even eat it.
I ate a lot of
He
it.
ate most of it.
You ate like a
It
quarter.
had too many sauces on it for me.
He got too radical in his decision.
It had a bacon jam, an agroli, an aioli, and it was all right. I ate enough. I'm fine.
It was good. I thought I'd go back.
I'd probably eat better at a Chevy garage.
Oh my god. You're probably right. Is there one? We gotta go.
They need one.
Welcome back.
We're reporting live from the heat wave 2025.
It's actually still cold out here. I can't believe he's not wearing a jacket. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. We hope you had a great weekend. It's Sunday, so I know we took you somewhere real weird there at the end, but I like weird stuff.
I was the weirdest guy at the Oddities show because everyone was so weird.
He
Then
was
there was
normal.
me.
He was normal, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that's unusual for
I
him.
was the odd one out.
It was fun though. I liked it. I had fun. Wyatt said the whole time it made his stomach turn and he was ready to go. But
Yeah, I was looking at that two-bodied pig
One
with
head.
one head, and
Yeah.
my legs were straight, and I hadn't ate yet, and I thought I was going to fall out. But
I like it. It's scientific.
two
dude.
heads on one body is one thing, but two bodies on one head's
It was
a lot
weird.
for me to
it
deal
was weird,
with.
but I mean that's science. Like stuff like that happens.
Siamese,
Yeah.
if you please.
Yeah. We are definitely going on power tour. It's just the two of us, and we're taking Dick Banjo, so they're supposed to be releasing information on that soon. So if you're going on power tour, keep your eyes open, but don't expect us to be tied down. We've got it planned this year that we're going to be on the road and hitting the events early and being there and spending time. So if you want to catch up with us, catch
Gypsies.
us at the events for
Gypsies.
sure.
Yep.
It's going to be a lot of fun. What do you got? You got anything?
I got a lot,
Yeah.
but a lot of it's the same, but it's what we do here, and it's all going to formulate up to some sweet rides here soon. And then that's it, man. I'm going back to the barn as soon as she won't even have this edited. I'm going to be back in the barn working on her
true.
truck. I was down there last night working on it till 9 o'clock. That's how you get it done.
If you didn't catch our live the other night, Dolly Jacks is coming all the way from Jacksonville, Florida. Saw Customs coming up here to do a pinup contest for our car show.
I'm
So
gonna
make
enter.
sure that I hope so. I hope he does. He just threw me off big time. So make sure you're in on that. That's going to be exciting. We've got our food vendors confirmed. Lots of fun stuff coming for the show. What else? We've got lots of merch. So check out our merch site. I don't have much else. It's cold out here.
Go check out Chase and Patina.
Yes, that's what I have. Chase and
They're just
Patina.
getting started.
We love them.
Go
So
make fun of them.
make sure you check them out. We love them so much.
We got a lot of friends, so it's hard to thank everybody. Some of you we have not met yet. This year we're going to change that.
Yep.
We're going all over. We're going harder, faster, longer. We're going to run them. This is what I've been working for. I'm just caught up in the phase of trying to get them all finished so we can come out and raise hell.
Otis is trying to poop right now, but the snow keeps touching his butthole because it's so deep and he can't get comfortable.
He's the greatest dog ever. He poops
It's
at least
every
75
time we're
yards
on
away.
camera, he has to go over there and poop. So
Yeah.
I'm distracted looking over this. So ridiculous. All right, we're going to catch you guys on the next one. Thanks so
Grease.
much.